Welcome back to Hear Me Out by SHK. It's a new haircut for a new tournament. Today we're going to start the squad reviews of all the IPL teams, starting off with the defending champions, Royal Challengers. What we're going to look at during the squad review is what are the additions and actions from this team during the mini auction? What is going to be the likely lineup? What are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to this team? And what are the chances of this team qualifying for the playoffs? Now, in the mini auction, the RCB didn't make a huge overhaul. They let go of some players like Blessing Muzarabani and Liam Livingston, and some of their squad rotation players like Manoj Bandage. And in place of them, the additions to the squad mainly are Jacob Duffy and Venkatesh Iyer, who they bought for 7 crores. They also signed Vian Malhotra, who was an under 19 player for India, who's just come off winning a World Cup. Let's move on to the likely starting 11 of RCB, plus the impact player, obviously. There's not going to be any change at the top of the order. It's going to be Virat Kohli who will open the batting with Phil Salt. There's no doubts there. Neither have done much wrong. Devdutt Padikkal will play at 3. Rajat Patidar will play at 4. Tim David, Jitesh Sharma, and Romario Shepherd will finish off their middle and lower order. Kunal Pandya will come in at 8 as a lower order stabilizer. Bhuvneshwar Kumar is a bowling all-rounder who will play at 9. Josh Hazelwood at 10. Suyash Sharma at 11. And Yash Dayal as the impact sub. So, this is the full strength RCB for probable playing 11, in my opinion. But one thing to note is that Josh Hazelwood is not available. He's not available for the first 2 games. So in his place, there'll either be a Nuwan Tushara or a Jacob Duffy. Now, in either case, RCB are in a bit of trouble because they've lost one of their best bowlers. Josh Hazelwood is not just a strike bowler or a defensive bowler, he's the leading bowler, he's a match winner. And to lose a bowler like that, it's going to be a huge impact on the bowling attack. It throws the balance out of the window because Jacob Duffy is an aggressive bowler who's going to leak runs, and Nuwan Tushara is more of a defensive bowler who doesn't pick so many wickets. So you're losing a bowler who is both stopping runs and picking up wickets, and now your bowling attack is going to be imbalanced in such a way that uh, either it's too aggressive or it ends up being too defensive. Because if you look at the players that RCB have, Yash Dayal is a wicket-taking bowler, Bhuvneshwar Kumar is a defensive bowler, Krunal Pandya is a defensive bowler, Suyash Sharma is a wicket-taking bowler. So Josh Hazelwood doing both really gave them a sense of balance for the bowling attack. And with him gone, it could mean that cracks have started forming in the bowling attack that carried them to the title last year. Even when Josh Hazelwood comes back, it's not all sunshine and rainbows for RCB, mainly because it's been over 5 months since Josh Hazelwood last played a T20 game. Can you believe that? He's been injured. He missed the entirety of the Ashes. He missed the T20 World Cup. He missed the Big Bash League. And he's coming back directly for the IPL. And even then, he's likely to miss. He's ruled out for the first game and is likely to miss the game against CSK on April 5th. So when a player has not played any major cricket in 5 months, can you really expect him to come back and start back right where he left off last year at the end of the IPL? I'm not so sure. If we can see that Josh Hazelwood, or at least 80% of that Josh Hazelwood, I think RCB will cruise. I'm saying cruise to a playoff spot, at least third or fourth place, if not first or second. And one of the main reasons is the batting balance that they have. They have Phil Salt and Virat Kohli who will open the batting, and they really balance each other well. Virat Kohli is somebody who can play the role of a sheet anchor or be aggressive in the power play. He's going to be a player who scores 10 out of 14 games, and when you have that, that elevates your batting that elevates your batting lineup threefold. Phil Salt is an aggressive batter. He's not going to score 10 out of 14 games like Virat Kohli. In fact, he might only score 6 or 7 of those games. But in those games, he's going to give you such a start that you have the best chance of winning the game. He can get you to a power play score of 80 or 90 in the first 6 overs, which is ungodly. And even though he's not had a great World Cup, coming to the IPL, you will get flat tracks in Chinnaswamy. You will get flat tracks in almost all the venues that you play in. So there's going to be no problem with him scoring runs. The question really is, what is the consistency that Phil Salt has? Another a lineup debate that RCB might have is Venkatesh Iyer or Devdutt Padikkal. RCB have paid 7 crores for Venkatesh Iyer. He's a preferred player for Rajat Patidar because they've played with each other in the Madhya Pradesh dressing room. They went hard for Venkatesh Iyer, if you remember correctly, in the 2025 IPL auction. They went up to I think 20. They were the they were the penultimate bid to KKR at 23.5 crores. So they clearly rate him highly. But on the other hand, you've got Devdutt Padikkal, who's not put a foot wrong this season. Yes, his team couldn't get over the line in two finals, Vijay Hazare and Ranji Trophy, which was very unfortunate for Karnataka. But he was the leading batsman there. He scored 700 plus runs in the Vijay Hazare Trophy, which is a record for Karnataka. He got great runs in the Ranji Trophy. He's quite frankly in the form of his life. So I think Devdutt Padikkal will and should play ahead of Venkatesh Iyer for now. And also, on the other hand, Venkatesh Iyer didn't play that well for Madhya Pradesh in the Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy. So it's going to be a it's going to be a big surprise for me if they do choose to play Venki ahead of DDP. Now, further down the order, RCB have three big hitters. They have Tim David, Jitesh Sharma, and Romario Shepherd. All are sort of finishers, but they have a different kind of a role. Romario Shepherd is a big arms power hitter who's more of a thrasher. He just swings at the ball, and every ball could be his last. Tim David has significantly improved his game. He's a genuine, aggressive batsman who's good against both pace and spin. He struggles a little bit against wrist spin, but he can still get the job done 9 times out of 10. Out of 10. All RCB fans know about Jitesh Sharma, what he's capable of. That the match against LSG last year comes to mind. He's a match winner and and an incredible asset for RCB. Now, Krunal Pandya can also come in as a lower order stabilizer if you don't want to send Jitesh Sharma or Romario Shepherd up the order. He can come in and sort of hold the ground for a couple of overs before these guys come in and try to hit the ball hard. So, from this, we understand that with Josh Hazelwood and their best possible squad, RCB have incredible balance in their team. They have the right set of players to get the job done, to get them to the playoffs. But without Josh Hazelwood, while the batting still looks great, the bowling looks a little bit weak. Another threat for RCB could be the form of Devdutt Padikkal. He had a good Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy, but as we saw last year, his IPL form wasn't great. He's a match winner, he's a captain, great. But will he be able to pull his socks up this season and really lead from the front? I'm not so sure. So that was the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Comment down below which squad review you want to see next.